Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudirayet nasta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama sloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki Hari Om Tat Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjanasalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yat Krupatamaham Vande Sri Gurum Dinadarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Eswaram Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhupayeva cha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं रूप गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय प्रभुपाद की जय गौर भक्त की जय Thank you very much for joining. Today we will read from beautiful pastime from Ananda Vrindavan Champu, written by Kavi Karnapur. He is the great devotee and associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shivananda Sen's son, out of 4 or 3 sons. So Puri Das. Then he's been, after writing so many books, he has received so much mercy from Lord Chaitanya, so he's been called out. He's been renamed as Kavi Karnapur, great Kavi. Puri Das as Kavi Karnapur. So in that, Krishna stealing butter, because this is a special month. Yesterday we were discussing that Bhaktivinoda Thakur describes many things in his Chaitanya Sikshamrita. See that this is the book Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has 10 or so books. In that, one of the book is that Bhaktivinoda Thakur, right? In that he's writing that in the rituals in Vratas there are 3 different ways. The body related rituals, then spiritual pujas, rituals, vows, and then some of the vows are family, grahastha, or forefather related, that kind of vows. And then in terms of festivals also, there is a festivals for the deity festivals. So this is Damodar month, Kartik month is one of them. It is also called Damodar month, Kartik month, Urja Vrata. So like that, many festivals, Janmashtami, Radhashtami, this is mentioned in Haribhakti Vilas, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is instructed to Rupa Goswami, to Sanatana Goswami to write what festival one should celebrate, and how it should be celebrated, what is the significance of it. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is instructing them. That has been written in Chaitanya Charitamrita, clearly called out as per Janmashtami, Radhashtami, Ram Navami, Narsingha Chaturdasi, so Radha Damodar month, Kartik month. So all these are called out clearly how it should be celebrated. This whole month one should offer a ghee lamb or some kind of lamb to Yashoda Damodar, so Radha Damodar. But both pastimes happened on the day of Diwali, Deepavali, which is coming up. October 31st is Diwali here. November 1st is Govardhan Puja Annakut. We are celebrating at temple November 3rd, Sunday in the evening, 5 to 9 p.m. So that's a special month. Shravana, Bhadra, Ashwin, and Kartik, fourth month. Chaturmas, starting from Lord Vishnu going to sleep and Lord Vishnu waking up at the end of the fourth month was Uttana Ekadasi, which is very, very important Ekadasi, November 9th, November 9th, I think, Sunday, or November 10th, November 10th, Sunday, I think. So Uttana Ekadasi. Last, so in Haribhakti Vilas is mentioned this Vrata starts from Ekadasi. Even Prabhupada in his conversation, we also saw that starting Ekadasi. So we follow Purnima to Purnima also, but in few places it's mentioned Ekadasi to Ekadasi. That Uttana Ekadasi also very important out of in this month. That is a very special day. If you can do fasting on that day, that is already called out. In the vows, which I mentioned by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, three types of vows. This one vow is there to fast on Ekadasi days, twice in a month. Very important to follow. It's not difficult. Because this will already natural hygiene and bodily health and everything will be maintained by this process already. And naturally control of the senses naturally also will come. And it will help us to also develop devotion to the Lord. All three benefits are there automatically by simply following. So liver also need gap, so it needs time to process, uh, relieve the toxics outside. So that's why it is Ekadasi is generally very important. We do it for the pleasing Lord Krishna. So all this Bhaktivinoda Thakur is mentioning clearly details, vows. This is the highest vow. Taking vow for the serving the Supreme, increasing the devotion to the Supreme Lord. Vow on this whole month. I'll wake up early and I will chant. I'll come and take darshan of the Lord. So I'll do some service like this. Various vows one can take. So even still we have a few more days, at least 3 weeks or so left. So one can try as much as possible. It's a very important vow. And then in the festivals also, there's a festival of the deities, which is very important. And then there's a festival for family festival. And then there's a, what do you call, community festival. Family festival means marriage ceremonies or different kind of festivals as part of the family may happen. Um, you know, feeding the child, newborn child, all those those are various festivals for the family. But deity festival comes in the topmost level. And the third one is the conducting different different kind of festivals in India. Also in villages, there used to happen once a year or twice a year. So here also it happens. You will see that. So they call Six Flags or whatever. So different ways here it's called, but these are the various ways one can engage, come together and celebrate in joyous occasion. But out of those three types of festival, the festivals around the deity, the center should be deity is important. So this is one of those festivals. Also, Damodar month, specific Kartik month is very special in that way, where it is described in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 9, Yashoda Mata binding Krishna. That is a chapter. In that many verses we read. This morning we quoted one verse we didn't complete. Nayam Sukapo Bhagavan. Yashoda. So Dehinam Yashoda Sutta. Yashoda Sutta. Jnaninam cha Atma Bhutanam. I'm forgetting the last line. So, no, Bhaktiman iha. There it is mentioned, Nayam Sukapo Bhagavan. Just like if you follow the Nitya Siddha Bhakta, the practitioners, the sadhakas, the practitioners of this world, if they follow the pure devotees, Nitya Siddha Bhakta, like Yashodamai, Nayam Sukapo Bhagavan, Bhagavan Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, to please him, to satisfy him, to develop affection, attachment to him, is only possible through the pure devotees. Nayam Sukha Bhagavan Dehinam the Yashoda Sutta, so son of Yashoda. Through Yashodama is the Nitya Siddha Bhakti, eternal associate of the Lord. She is able to control the Lord by her love and affection. And Prabhupada is quoting, everybody loves their own body because this body is part of the soul. Because he is the soul. But the soul loves because soul is part of the super soul. That's a Supreme Lord is Atmaram, is self-satisfied. Same way, we are also loving this body because we are part of the soul, and soul is part of the super soul. So Krishna is Mamai Vamso Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. That's why we are attached to this body. So we are supposed to be attached to the soul and the super soul. Then actual real happiness comes. So the Prabhupada is quoting, Ye yatamam prapadyam. But this is not possible to get the happiness, to please the Lord, to control the Lord, to control the senses is not possible for anybody. Those who are jnanis, gnani nam cha atma bhutanam, are yogis. Jnanis are looking for speculation, jnanis are trying to reject, renounce things. Then it is not possible. So now the yogis trying to do engage in different kinds of exercises, yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, pratyahar, dhyana, dharana, samadhi. Many lifetimes will go, but still they won't be able to achieve it. It is not possible to attain this Krishna prema. Prema pumardo mahan. Everybody knows only dharmartha kama, chaturveda purushartha. But we are talking about beyond that is pancham purushartha, Krishna prema. So that is actually, everybody is looking for this love. Everybody is looking for love in this world. Everybody is looking for to be loved by someone else. But that is not possible in this world. We can try, but it is not going to work. A little bit only you can feel it, but to feel 100%, then Lord has to be in the center. Then one can actually come to the perfection of that love. Through the Lord, the whole all our relationship can actually beautify our relationships. So that is what is explained in this verse specifically. Ye tama, to the degree of our surrender, to the degree of our applying our service, using everything in the service of the Lord, because everything belongs to Him. So like Yasodama is 24/7 using everything in the service of the Lord. We will read from this beautiful pastime how he's stealing butter and everything. So in Yashoda's own house, actually we think it started first outside. No, we'll read today's pastime. Actually, it started from first Yashoda Mata's house, and then he did outside. So it's all beautiful. So very interesting pastime. Lord is because so much loving exchanges with the mother Yashoda he wants to have. So that's why he's performing these pastimes. He'll also perform with us. We'll also get revelations when we start engaging, when we start connecting. Right now, we are not connecting with him. He's only maybe a statue or a murti in our home. When we go to temple, we see him as a murti. We don't really see him as a person. He's my wife, husband, son, daughter, child. We're not seeing him like that. We're not feeling that affection at all. So that is the missing point. If you feel that, if you start developing that relationship, if you start talking to him, we are closely observing him, then naturally that relationship will build upon. We have built that relationship with anybody, wife, husband, children, family, parent, grandparents. That's how we build the relationship. So as you become more and more, maintain that relationship through service, through meeting them. So same thing here also. That means one should come to temple, one should observe these festivals, one should do some service, one should bring something, a flower or fruit. This is the process. It's just in this material things how works. It's here also, but it is more to do with the love and affection. In material world, there may be expectation, but here, without any expectation, Isodama is not expecting anything. So without expectation, selflessly serving the Lord. That is what we can see that. So that is the point which is being made. So this can only be developed provided we are following the Nitya Siddha Bhaktas, Yasodamai, as per the Parampara. The fifth canto, Lord Rishabhadev is instructing all his 100 children. We are from Bharat Desh. This whole thing is Bharat Desh. After Parasuram came and killed 21 times, so everybody fled in fear. Some of them are Greece and so all these places, even the US, UK. So all they are came from the actually originally only one country. So now so many continents, so many countries. Originally only one place, Bharat Desh. That is coming from, that word is coming from Lord Rishabhadev's 100 sons. One of them is Bharat Maharaj. 9 of them became Nava Yogendras. Rest of the 90 became Smarta Brahmanas. But 10 of them became wonderful devotees. They followed the father's words and instruction. Lord Vishnu, Lord Rishabhadev is instructing these principles, how to lead a successful, perfect life while being in this world, while having the material facilities and enjoying to the extent it needs, not more, not less, regulated, balanced, how to do that. And so he's instructing in fifth canto, fifth chapter, verse number 8 to 10. 13, very important instruction is giving. Then you can attain perfection. You will have a very happy, content life. So you will not regret for anything in this world. And you happily pass away and enter into spiritual world. So this is the beauty of the process. And there also main instruction was surrender to spiritual master, following the parampara, executing spiritual master's instruction immediately. One should not wait. So your Rishabhadev instructing these 10 of them executed, the rest of the 90 didn't execute. So that's why they became Smarta Brahmanas. These 10 of them executed, that's why they became perfect devotees. They became realized devotees. Lord has given immediate. So that is what, because one follows the order of Krishna through Bhagavad Gita, through the parampara process, when we understand, and if we follow it slowly, gradually, then we will lead successfully this life and then we'll attain perfection as well. So outside difficulties may be there. So that's for the body. But internally, will not feel any, actually, so any distress in the heart. So when we follow this process, so let us read now and then we'll understand. First, we'll read the sweet pastime. Krishna's pastimes of stealing butter from Ananda Vrindavan Champu by Srila Kavi Karnapur. Krishna's pastimes of crawling about and drinking his mother's breast milk gradually stopped. Soon he walked on his lotus feet and started stealing butter. Is there anyone who did not feel unlimited bliss when the Lord, who is the very source of bliss, enacted in childhood pastimes? One day, when no one was looking, Krishna began his pastimes of stealing fresh butter. Startled upon seeing his own reflection in a jeweled inlaid pillar, he shivered in fear and said, "Oh, dear brother, do not tell mother. I will save some butter for you, and you may enjoy it too." Watching her mischievous son from a hidden place, Mother Yashoda heard these sweet broken words with great relish, as parents do in this. So in this world as well, when small children do anything, say even a word, they capture those things. Then she is innocently appeared before Krishna and Rama. This is Balarama, also called Rama. Pointing to his effulgent reflection, Krishna said, "Oh ma, being very greedy, this boy came here today to steal your butter. Although I forbade him, he did not listen to me." This is Balaram. "And when I got angry with him, he also got angry. But I am not at all greedy for butter. One day while Yashoda was outside the house engaged in some domestic activities, inside the house Krishna stole butter again. When Yashoda returned and called out, 'Oh my darling, Krishna, where are you now? Where are you? And what are you doing?' Hearing her, Krishna became afraid and stopped stealing butter. Pausing for a moment, he answered, 'Mother, my see the interesting answer. What do you see? Such a clever. My hand started burning from the shining effulgence of my ruby bangles. So I stuck it in this butter pot to relieve the pain.'" See the answer. Then she will be amused by this. Pleased by her son's clever words, Yashoda said, "Hey Vatsa, please come, sit on my lap. Oh my darling, show me the bumps on your hand." Then Yashoda kissed Krishna's hand and consoled him, saying, "Ah, look, your hand has been burned. So let me remove these ruby bangles." On another day, Krishna cried and rubbed his eyes with his flower bud like palms. In a choked voice, he uttered unintelligible phrases. Even though Yashoda had previously scolded Krishna for stealing butter, this time she wiped the tears from his eyes with the edge of her sari. While tenderly caressing Krishna, she said, "Hey Lala, all of our stock of butter actually belongs to you alone." One night, the soothing rays of the full moon illumined the courtyard of Nanda's house. Yashoda sat there talking with some elderly gopis while Krishna played nearby, gazing at the moon. This is another interesting part. Sneaking up behind Yashoda, Krishna removed the veil covering her head, loosening her braid, and patted her on the back to get her attention. With his butter-soft lotus palms, his voice choked up as he continuously cried. Yashoda's heart swelled with maternal love. So she indicated with glance that her friend should attend to Krishna. So that's why the parents used to give these names, these kind of names. Balaji, Srinivas, Krishna, Rama, Govinda, Narasimha, Narahari. So this is why, because one should develop the attachment to the Lord. That is the point by these kind of names given. With great respect and affection, the gopis enthusiastically lifted up Krishna and asked, "Oh, darling, what do you want? Do you want some kira?" Krishna replied, "No, no, no." "Do you want some thick, creamy yogurt?" Krishna replied, "No, no, no, no." "Do you want some cheese?" Again, Krishna said, "No, no, no. I want freshly churned condensed butter." The gopis continued, "Do not lament or be angry with your mother. What do you mean by condensed butter?" Pointing his little index finger to the full moon, Krishna replied, "I want that freshly churned condensed butter." He wants that moon. The elderly gopi said, "Oh, Vatsa, do not mistake the moon for a huge piece of butter. It is a Rajahamsa, royal swan, gliding across the lake." I guess King Kulasekar has read this passage and has written this poem, I guess, Rajahamsa. So, Krishna Tvadiya Padapankaja Panjarantam Advaita Manasame Rajahamsa Kantavarodana Vidho Smaranam Kudaste. Kapavata Pittair Kantavarodana Vidho Smaranam Kudaste. When I'm angry and stout, when my senses are working, let me live while remembering your lotus feet, O my Lord Mukunda, Lord Krishna. Let me live now. When my mind is attached to your lotus feet, like the swans are always playing in the clear water, where the lotus network of lotus stems is playing there. Same way, now my mind is attached to your lotus feet. Krishna Tvadiya Padapankaja Panjarantam. The lotus stem means lotus feet of the Lord. Advaita Manasa me Rajahamsa. The mind is compared to Rajahamsa, not compared with the crows. Crows are assembled at garbage. But it is compared with the swan. Swan is always assembled at the clean places, like nice ponds, nice rivers, nice lakes. And that is the difference. So the mind has to become like that. And so we can see that that's the Rajahamsa here is compared. Gliding across the lake, the sky, Krishna said, "Then give me that Rajahamsa so I can play with him. Quickly catch him before he reaches the bank of the lake." Full anxiety, Krishna kicked his legs and cried loudly, "Give me, give me." While Krishna showed his childish antics, some other gopis said, "Oh, darling, they have lied to you. What you see is not a Rajahamsa, but it is a moon hanging in the sky and it is called Chandra," Krishna said. So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is called Krishna Chandra, Mayapur Chandra, Navadip Chandra. "Then give me that Chandra," Krishna is called. "I really want it, so I can play with it right now. Get it." Because Chandra is getting moon, who is called Chandra Narayan, Surya Narayan, Chandra, because they are the two eyes of the Lord. Sun is getting the reflection from the Supreme Lord through the toenails. Toenails. Not even the Lord's main apple, the toenails. That much effulgence you can understand. The sky is also blue because of that. Sun is getting the power, the effulgence is coming from the toenails of Supreme Lord. Only one sun for the whole material in 14 planetary systems. You can understand what is the power. And moon is getting the reflection of the sun on the moon. Out of so many stars, moon is the main star. Moon is bigger and getting reflection. Through moon, all the vegetables taste is being improved, increased, enhanced. It is moon is the one who is giving. Daytime, sun has to be there. Nighttime, moon has to. Night means sun is not here in other place. We cannot see. For us, it's night time. For somebody else, daytime. Sun is always there. Sun is not. Sun is always there. So only it's a day or night for the different locations. And moon is giving taste to the vegetables. So without sun and moon, none of us can live actually. So sun and moon is that's why they are called the eyes. We always, when we see, we should offer our respects to both of them as Chandra Narayan, Surya Narayan. So they are representing the Lord. And they are doing on behalf of the Lord, they are providing everything. So we need. So everything, the rains and breathing, without sun, we can't breathe also. Nothing will work, none of our bodily parts. That's why we are supposed to eat before sunset. When the sun is there, the Jataragni works perfectly. When sun is set, if we eat after sunset, it is not so great. It will not work as supposed to. So these are all natural and hygienic Ayurvedic things. It's been taught in Vedic culture. Now with the modern civilization, no timing we follow. So that's why so many things will come up. where we are. The gopis continued, do not lament. The elderly gopi said, oh Vatsa, do not mistake the moon for a huge piece of butter. It is Raja. When Krishna showed his childish antics, some other gopis said, oh darling, they have lied to you. What you see is not Rajamsa, but it is the moon hanging in the sky. It is called Chandra. Krishna said, then give me that Chandra. I really want it. So I can play with it right now. Get it. Yashoda placed her crying son on her lap and comforted him. Darling, actually it is freshly churned condensed butter. Definitely. It is not a Rajhamsa, nor is it the moon. Regardless, I can never give it to you. Just see by chance or by the arrangement of providence. It has poisonous spots on it. See, Yasodama is so clever as well. Uh, Although it looks very tasty, no one in this world can eat it. Then Krishna said, Mother, mother, why is it stained with spots of poison? What is poison anyway? Seeing a change in Krishna's mood, Mother Yashoda embraced him and spoke in a gentle, sweet voice. Listen attentively, my dearest son. There is an ocean of milk called Kshira Sagara. Krishna, Mother, please tell me about that. How many milk cows made that ocean? See, that isn't such a Yashoda, darling, the milk ocean was not made by cows. Krishna, Mother, you are lying to me. How can there be milk without cows? So that the one who gave cows the ability to produce milk can also make milk even without cows. Krishna, who is he? Yashoda, he is the Lord, the cause of creation. He is Bhagavan, he is immovable and all pervading. Although he is everywhere, I cannot show him to you. Krishna, well, mother, are you telling me the truth? Yashoda, long ago the demigods and demons had a fight. To favor the demigods and bewilder the demons, the Lord churned the ocean of milk. This is Samudra Manthan in the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. This is described. Mandara mountain served as the churning rod, and Vasuki, the king of the serpents, offered his body for the rope. The demons and demigods stood on the opposite sides pulling the rope. Krishna, Mother, did they churn the way the gopis do? Yasoda, yes, my son, the churning of the Kshira Sagara produced a poison named Kalakuta. Krishna, Mother, how did churning milk produce poison? Only snakes have poison. Good question. Yasoda, darling, Mahadeva drank that poison, but the snakes drank the drops of the poison that fell from his mouth. As a result, they now have poison. The poison rising from that milk is also the energy of the Lord, because everything is coming from the Lord. Krishna, yes, mother, that is indeed true. Yasoda, darling, this condensed butter you are seeing in the sky is produced from that Kshetrasagra. Because it is explained. So many things. Lakshmi Devi came, moon came, so many things came. That is why the moon is spotted with the remnants of that poison. Look carefully. Do you see it? Therefore, don't try to eat that butter, but please take my freshly churned butter instead. After hearing this description, Krishna felt sleepy, so Mother Yashoda put him to rest in an opulent golden bed and a fluffy, soft mattress, whiter than powdered camphor. The next morning, Yashoda brought butter, yogurt, and other eatables to Krishna's room. Now see what's going to do. Lovingly fondling his body, she said, wake up. God forbid, you seem to be weak from not eating sufficiently yesterday. After Krishna awoke, Yashoda cleansed his mouth with scented water. Then she offered him a golden plate full of butter, yogurt, and other delights while saying, so that's why we should offer every week, if not every week, every day, at least on Sundays. We should bring yogurt, butter, mystery, makhan. So for the lordships this whole month. Oh, my beloved son, take whatever you like. Krishna replied, Mother, I will not eat anything that you have brought me. Last night you lied to me and put me to sleep, and I felt very distressed due to hunger. Yashoda said, Krishna, if you went to sleep, then who stole the butter? Krishna replied, Mother, when did I steal your butter? You are lying. With his charming transcendental pastime, Krishna continually captivated the heart of Mother Yashoda. These kind of pastimes Krishna never did with anyone else. Not even with Devaki. No one else. Only Yashoda. So that is the special love and attachment, attraction. She's always eternally Lord. So Lord Shyamasundar Rajendra Nandan Krishna's mother. So Devaki only, because in Aishwarya Bhava, this is in intense Vatsalya Bhava. She doesn't have any Aishwarya Bhav. She doesn't even know that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. She is so attached to her son. Sometimes while roaming in the courtyard, Krishna caught a stray calf, put it on his lap, and kissed it with his lotus mouth. Seeing this, Yashoda felt both pleased and apprehensive. In the pasturing ground, Krishna sometimes grabbed the tail of a calf. Startled, the calf would jump up and run away, dragging Krishna, dressed only by the wind behind him. Thus, the uncovered Brahman personified stole the hearts of the Vrajavasis. This uncovered Brahman is Supreme Lord, is Parabrahman. Sometimes Krishna smeared cow dung all over himself because Lord likes all the cows, calves, old boys. So he does all these. These are natural things. So I don't know how many of you did. So most of us used to have this cows, calves, buffaloes. This is normal nowadays. Most of them doesn't have it. Difficult to maintain in modern civilization. Seeing it as a mask covering his body, the Vrajavasis enjoyed a festival of beauty. How can there be any inebriety in the one who is beauty personified? At other times, Yashoda tied a very attractive turban on Krishna's head and dressed him in a gorgeous yellow garments. After marking his body with tilaka, the color of Gorochana, she would anoint his lotus eyes with a soft kajal. Adopting the mood of an ordinary mother, Yashoda placed her saliva on Krishna's forehead to prevent people from casting an evil eye on her son. This is how they used to do. This one, and even taking some red chili and few things, and they turn 3 4 times and throw it. These are the different ways in Vedic culture. These are traditions are there to remove the evil eye from others. So Yasodama is also doing that. Whose sublime elegance enchants the entire creation. While playing in the courtyards of the gopis, Krishna often wore a necklace of tiger nails. This also, yeah, we offered to Sri Gaurnitai on Gaur Purnima Day, I think this year. Tiger Narsingh Dev has in Mayapur, tiger nails. This is a Vedic tradition as well. So some of you might have had it when you were a child. So Kuli Goru, it is called. Tiger nails set in gold and waist belt bedecked with costly jewels. Once the Vraj gopis talked among themselves. Krishna brings good fortune wherever he goes, and his presence make everyone's life glorious. That's what we are talking about. So this Damodar month is all glorious. Every day is glorious. If you take shelter of him. So who in this world is not enchanted by the frivolous and amusing childhood pastimes of Krishna? Who cannot appreciate these mirthful activities rather than getting upset? They felt the greatest happiness whenever Krishna broke their clay pots and stole their butter. Still, the housewives of Vrindavan pretended to be angry and complained to Yashoda about Krishna stealing. In a mixed mood of love and laughter, the gopis warned Yashoda, O queen of Vrindavan, Yashoda, that's why Yashoda means is and da, one who gave fame to Lord Krishna. He's always running behind. In Srimad Bhagavad, that verse is there. Nirapeksham munim shantim nirvairam sarvabhuteshu. Uyet angri renubi. I am famous, I am called Supreme Lord, I am being glorified. It's not because of my qualities. It is because of my pure devotees. I am running behind them. Because of them, I am being glorified. So that is what Lord is putting. Nirapeksham munim shantam nirvairam sarvabhuteshu. They're all so non-envious, they are equal to all, they are so compassionate. So I am running behind them. Puyet angri renubi. I am running behind them, catching their footsteps, their dust. So I am being glorified like this. So Lord is so much attached to his devotees, especially those who are sacrificing their life purely, without any expectation, like Yasodamai, the gopis. So Prabhupada, all these great acharyas are doing. Without any expecting, on behalf of the Lord, they are coming to deliver us, giving us the mercy, giving us the process, how to lead our life and attain perfection. So that is what here is as well mentioned. Once the Vraja gopis are talking among themselves, Krishna bring good fortune. So we discuss. Rather than getting, still the housewives of Vrindavana pretend to be angry and complain to Yashoda about Krishna stealing. In a mixed mood of love and laughter, the gopis warned Yashoda, O queen of Vrindavan, Yashoda, in the future you will suffer for the mischievous acts of your son. Although now your son is like a young sprout with the tender leaves, already is disrupting the whole creation. But be careful. In the future, when this tender sprout grows into a tree full of leaves and branches, he will bring you a tremendous Pain, maybe pair, it is written. Now your boys' adventures are just beginning, but by nature they are forever expanding. Your son's naughty behavior will soon destroy our own village. We have no idea what mischief he will do next. So, in this way, his mischievous acts are just starting. So, the statement is there in general. So, when they are angry, so when it is small, then you cut these unwanted things, stop these unwanted things. Otherwise, it will grow and grow and grow. Before our cows have been milked, your son unties the calves and makes them drink all the milk. If someone tries to rebuke him, he simply smiles sweetly, and that person immediately forgets all his anger. If we keep our butter in a dark storeroom, he uses his natural effulgence to easily find and steal it. But instead of eating it himself, he takes great pleasure in feeding it to the monkeys. When the monkeys reach their fill and are unable to eat more, Krishna breaks the pot and throws the butter on the ground. He catches the butter pots which are beyond his reach by stacking many small tables on top of each other, climbing them and extending his arm to grab the pots. Krishna is always stealing our butter and yogurt. If someone tries to stop him, immediately drops the food on the ground and quickly escapes. If by chance a housewife captures him, Krishna twists her wrist and runs away. Then, from a safe distance, he yells back, "Hey, just stay where you are. If you come any closer, I will give you even more trouble by teasing your babies and making them cry." This is all Krishna's. If someone calls a thief, "Stop," Krishna becomes angry and shouts, "You are the thief. This house is mine and everything in this house belongs to me." In reality, that is so. Because Krishna is telling, Maya tadam idam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina. Or sarva yonisha kaunte sambhavanti murtaya. Or aham bija pradapita. So I am the seeding father, everything belongs to me. Isa vasyam vidam sarvam. So many verses. So Lord is telling. So here indirect. In the morning, we spread a fresh layer of clay on the outer walls of our houses and paint beautiful designs on top of it with powdered limestone. Then your son Krishna comes along to spoil everything and by throwing dirt all over our houses. In front of you, Krishna is so quiet and well behaved. But when he enters our homes, he acts frivolously, steals our food, speaks sharp words, and becomes angry and greedy. In this way, the ladies of Vrindavan, pretending to be angry, made many complaints against Krishna, but in reality, Krishna's joyous pranks filled everyone with pleasure. When accused by the gopis, Krishna feigned innocence and shed false tears. Though culpable for his immoral acts of stealing and offending the villagers in various ways, Krishna tried to minimize his misdeeds by speaking very sweetly. Responding to his charges of the gopis, Krishna said, "Mother, none of these ladies have any affection in their hearts. They are not speaking a single word of truth. Actually, they are all liars and have given up their human dignity. Whenever I see them or their sons, I feel completely happy because of the natural affection I have for them. I regularly visit their homes every morning at sunrise." Ma, so knowing my motives, you can easily understand they are deliberately telling lies. You should not believe them at all. Mother, since you are my worshipful superior, from now on I will not visit my friends anymore. Saying this, Krishna sobbed and cried. Rajeshwari Yashoda put Krishna on her lap and smiled shyly at the gopis in order to conceal her real mood. Then, just to please Krishna, Yashoda said, "You gopis are all telling lies. Only Krishna is telling the truth. He is just an innocent boy. So, how could he possibly do such things? I think you have already scolded my son sufficiently." After saying this, Yashoda spoke affectionately with the gopis. Then, as a friendly gesture, Rohini applied tilaka to their foreheads and sent them home. After the departure of the gopis, Yashoda, who is expert in the laws of etiquette, spoke to Krishna, "My son, because of greed, you perform many improper acts in the homes of our friends. Although in your own house, such behavior is acceptable. In the home of another, it is totally unbecoming. Oh, beautiful one, these deeds of yours were not good at all. From now on, just stay here and play." After instructing her son, Yashoda caressed him lovingly. Just then, Vrajraj Nanda arrived and brightened the room with his favorable feelings. Nanda spoke pleasing words to encourage and pacify his charming son. "Oh, Vatsa, come sit on my lap. Leaving Yashoda's lap, Krishna climbed up Nanda's lap and wrapped his arm around his father's neck. Then Krishna said softly, "Why is mother chastising me for nothing?" Nanda responded, "What is this all about?" That fabulous boy of oceanic intelligence replied, "Mother, now tell truthfully what has happened." Then Mother Yashoda recounted the misdeeds of Krishna by repeating the words uttered by the gopis. Pointing to Queen Yashoda, Vrajraj Nanda said, "My son is faultless. He has not done anything wrong. I always see him behaving nicely. By siding with those who made fun of him and with those who showed envy towards my jewel like son, you are wrongly accused my well behaved son, and so you should be punished." Concealing his real mood behind these words, Nanda rebuked Yashoda and comforted his son. "Oh, my darling son, just stay in my lap and do not go to anyone else." Though hearing his father's word, Krishna immediately jumped off his lap just like an unpredictable child and quickly climbed up on Yashoda's lap. Seeing this gave both parents a hearty laugh. So in this way, you can understand these beautiful pastimes of the Damodar. So it's such a captivating. So that's why one should follow in the footsteps of Yasodamai. But we can't see Yasodamai. So that's why we have to follow the Parampara Acharyas coming down from Lord Krishna, Radha and Krishna coming down through. So Rupa Goswami coming down through Srila Prabhupada, current disciples of Srila Prabhupada, following in their footsteps by serving them, by understanding what Krishna meant, what we are supposed to do, how to regulate our life, how to balance our life, so how to see everything in the eyes of Shastra and Sadhu and Guru. So always taking the guidance of the Shastra and Sadhu and Guru and lead our life and attain perfection. So that is what this, especially in Damodar month, more so. So that means we should chant the holy names more and we should hear about the glories of the Supreme Lord. We should do some service and this will enhance our love for Krishna naturally, and it removes our unlimited sins, it removes our unlimited suffering. And so, as the glories of Kartik month says, so by simply offering a lamp, we're going to do that through Damodar Ashtakam. Every day we should do this for the rest of the month till November 15th. Friday is Rasa Purnima. We start with Kartik Purnima. Actually, if you have started from Ekadasi, October 13th, 12th or 13th Ekadasi, uh, and ending with Uttana Ekadasi, and then there's 5 days of Beshwa Panchak or 4 days, ending with Rasa Purnima, November 15th. That is the last day of Kartik month. Next month starts. So in this way, so this is the main key instruction from this Damodar month. Observe this festival, observe this vrata in your own capacity. At least offer a lamb which takes only 5 minutes a day. It doesn't cost much. So it's so available everywhere. To offer lamp is not difficulty. So and you can offer on anybody's behalf, your fathers and parents and grandparents, and they will get the credit. You should pray for them. This way you are getting great credits to them. You are removing your suffering and you are removing their suffering also. This is the best thing one can do. So more than performing so much Shraddha ceremonies or this one, that one. And these are the best things to be done on the special days on Janmashtami, Radhashtami. During this month, there are many festivals: Govardhan Puja, Diwali, the Gopashtami, so Uttana Ekadasi, so Prabhupada's disappearance day, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj disappearance day. So like this, various festivals are those days are even more important, more benefits, increasing benefits on this special month, 100 times benefit than a regular day. And then if it is even more special day, then it's even more. So we should take this opportunity and somehow or the other do our part and be convinced to also that you will attain perfection very soon if you just simply follow this path. With that, we'll stop here. Anyone has any questions?
Prabhuji,
Yes.
actually, these are new people.
Yes.
They might not be knowing who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Nityananda.
Yeah.
So at least you can give few little information to them, because These Prabhus are from Orissa, actually.
Then you should know who is from Orissa. Who is from Orissa? Who is from Orissa? Your name?
Sanjay
Das.
Raut.
Raut. Sanjay Raut. Yeah, I have Anupam Raut and Abhijit Raut in the office. Hare Krishna, please come, please come. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Nityananda, first let me give the blessings offered by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami and Chaitanya Charitamrita of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's blessing. Then we'll discuss more. Chaitanya Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying in Madhya Lila chapter 1, Yasya prasado agnopi sadhya sarva gnatam vrajet Sri Chaitanya Devo. There he says, Sri Chaitanya Devo me. So I am saying, Sri Chaitanya Devo tumi. So Bhagavan Samprasidatu. He's telling, Yasya prasadad agnopi. Agna means ignorant. Yasya prasadad. Even those who are ignorant of anything, ignorant of the real facts, of the absolute truth, even them, by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya, Yasya prasadat agnopi, sadhya, immediately, sarvagnatam brajet, they will attain the perfection. By who? Sri Chaitanya Devo me, Devo to me, Bhagavan Samprasidatu. So, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came specifically, appeared in the mood of a devotee, in the mood of Srimati Radharani, Lord Krishna himself only. Coming in the mood because he Chan Avatar, confidential incarnation. Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, which I explained now. Nava Yogendras, 9 sons. Bharat Maharaj is one of them. 9 sons. Total 100 sons Lord Rishabhdev has. Lord Vishnu. And one of them, Bharat Maharaj, other 9. So these Nava Yogendras instructing to one king called Nimi. So these 9 sons' names are also Karabhajana, Pippala, like that, Havi, Chamasa, different names. They are all instructing the king because king is asking the questions. How to deliver, how to attain perfection. I am king, I have so much attire, I have so much opulence. How do you get out of it? So then, in response to that, he's explaining in this Kali Yuga, especially one should take shelter of the holy name, chanting because he is initiated by Lord Krishna himself, appearing in the mood of, because in Treta, 3 yugas, Satya Yuga, Dwapara, Treta Yuga, he appears as a visible and it is known fact, well mentioned, well glorified, and he is appearing in different as Lord Narsingadev, as Lord Rama, as Lord Krishna. But when it comes to Kali Yuga, he comes as a confidential in Channa Avatar. Krishna Varnam Tvicha Akrishnam. He will not come as a regular color, red, blue, yellow. He will not red, black, yellow, but he will appear in a golden, molten gold color, not in Krishna's black color. Krishna Varnam Tvisha Akrishnam. Sangha Opastra Parshadam. He will come with his house, not with any weapons. Earlier Lord has come with weapons, releasing arrow and killing Ravana, as Lord Ramachandra or Lord Krishna killing these demons, so with different weapons, Sudarshan Chakra. But here he is not coming with any weapons. His weapons are Mridanga, Kartal. He is performing Ignai Sankirtanai Praya Ijanti Sumedasa. One who is intelligent, he takes up. This is also in Vishnu Sahasranam. Suvarna Varno Hemango. He will appear in the golden color. That is the color of Srimati Radharani. Suvarna Varna Hemanga. Anga means body, lip parts. Hema means golden color. Swarna Varna Hemango, Varango, Chandanangadi. Sannyas Kritsa Nishta Santi Purana. He will take sannyas. Out of 48 years, 24 years was pre sannyas. And 24th year during the Sankranti day, January, February time, he has taken sannyas. Then the 24 years. That's all 3 different paths. Adi Lila, Madhya Lila, Anta Lila. First 24 years is called Adi Lila, and then first 6 years of the remaining 24 after sannyas, he traveled to South India, that is Madhya Lila, and the rest of the 18 years is called Anta Lila. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 48 years. It showed by an example of what is a devotee means, what is devotion service, how to execute devotion service, how to be ideal grahastha, what they should do, Krishna Aradhana, Krishna Seva, Nirantara Krishna Nam. That's all he said. Stay where you are. If you are a family grahastha, stay there. But make sure you worship Krishna, you chant the holy names of Krishna, you serve Krishna and his devotees. Krishna Seva, Vaishnava Seva, Krishna Aradhana, Krishna Nama, Nirantar Kare. And you do it and you tell others. You don't run and give up your things and job and family and run to me. That I will not be pleased with that. You stay where you are and you tell others. and I will be always with you. My association will be always with you if you do that, if you simply follow this instruction. So wherever he went, he preached like that. And he gave mercy more than Krishna did at the time, because he is appearing as a devotee, in the mood of a devotee, especially in the mood of Srimad Radharani. So that says is even more merciful. That's why it's called Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradhayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishena. Most merciful. So there is a different, the Lord is explained. Lord Ramachandra is called Maryada Purushottam. He has come to how to a ideal king, ideal husband, ideal human being, ideal civilized person, all that. Krishna is called Leela Purushottam. He has come to set, perform wonderful Leelas, as we heard. Wonderful pastimes, as baby Krishna or young Krishna, different pastimes. He has come specifically to make wondrous pastimes. That is his Maryada Purushottam, Leela Purushottam. Now the next personality, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is called Prema Purushottam. He has come to specifically give us how to love, develop love for Krishna. He has taught by his example. Apane acharite jiver sikhaye. So he has come to show by example. He himself did it, whatever he taught. He said chant, he himself was chanting. He said here, he is always hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj Dojarita from Gadadhar Pandit. It's all life. So whatever he said, he was always serving Vaishnavas. He was garlanding them, putting the tilaks. He is the Lord. So they were not ready to accept, but he has no choice. Lord was, no, accept. So Lord was serving like that. All the Vaishnavas. So always he was in the association. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was never alone. Neither Krishna was alone. No, never alone. He's always with cows, cowherd boys, gopis, gopas, Nanda and Yashoda. It's always like that. So that is the same. That's why we also, no one wants to be alone. Whether wife or husband or children or friends, somebody is there. Nobody wants to be alone. So this is because this is all coming from spiritual world. Whatever tendencies we have here is perverted reflection. But otherwise, these tendencies, qualities are there in the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. He steals. We are also stealing, cheating propensity. But that is transcendental there. Here it comes perverted reflection. It becomes material, conditioned state. There it's a transcendental state. There also humor is there. There is also envy, anger, all. But those are transcendental. But here it has a material tinges to it. So that's why there is a big difference from the spiritual world to material world. That's why here suffering is there. There is no suffering, no anxiety. Their anxiety is transcendental. So here that anxiety brings suffering. So we go through a lot. So that's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to actually deliver all of us. He delivered Buddhists, he delivered Mayavadis, he delivered atheists. All the examples are there in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat, many other books. So that's why we take shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because this is the Yuga Dharma. Kalau Tad Hari Kirtana, chanting the holy names. They specifically come to give us Krishna Prema, not Dharmartha Kama. That is side byproducts. That anyway will come. He is giving the Pancham Purusha Prema Pumardo Mahan. So he has come to specifically to teach that worship Krishna, Shyamasundar Vrajendra Krishna, and take shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam. For that purpose, and you will attain Krishna Prema. That's all is it. You do these two things, you will, in the association, you worship Krishna, Shyamasundar Krishna, and take shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam, non-different from Krishna in the book form, and then you will attain Krishna Prema. That's all, he said. You be in the association, serve the devotees, you will attain perfection. So he uttered these words, Aradhyo Vrajesha Tanaya Tadhama Sri Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanaya. He didn't say Devaki Tanaya, he didn't say somebody else. No. Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanaya. That is Vrajendra Nandan Shyamasundar Krishna. Nandanandan, Yashodanandan. Vrajesha Tadhama Sri Vrindavanam. Not Dwarka, not Mathura. Tadhama Vrindavanam. Ramya Kachid Upasana. Who is glorified? Gopis. Ramya, they are the topmost devotees in this hierarchy. Ramya Kachid Upasana Vrajavadu Vargena Ya Kalpita. Srimad Bhagavatam. Who is establishing this truth? Lord is telling, as a devotee, because he appeared as a devotee. He is claiming through the authorized books, Srimad Bhagavatam. Ramya Kajid Upasana Vrajavadu Vargena Yakalpa Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanamamalam. This is truth established Srimad Pramanamam Prema Pumardo Mahan Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Matamidam Tatra Adar Naparaha. There is no higher truth, there is no superior truth than this. Sri Chaitanya Maha established through the authority of Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is the highest authority, written by not ordinary human being, Vyasdev, who is the incarnation of the Lord Vishnu. So that's why we just need to follow this process, and then that's it. We will come out from all our inabilities and conditions and suffering and anxieties and whatnot we have. So and then so at the end, so we will go back home, back to God. So that is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. So special mercy. So is that clear? Everybody understood? Any questions? Yes.
That's why you mentioned in spiritual world also anxiety, envy,
Yeah.
all what we have in this material world.
Yes.
But that is transcendental.
Yes.
So how can we understand any kind of example of anything? Envy means we thought this is envy, this is pride, all those things like that.
Yeah.
So how do we understand transcendental way in that?
Yeah, if you have gone to Vrindavan, you will know. Srimad Radharani has Man Mandir. So that sometimes she feels pride. So or when Krishna goes, and it's all transcendental there, because there's always competition, because rasa means it's different emotions. It's not same one thing. We may not like it, we may not do like that, but that's why Krishna has expanded so many ways, so many gopis, so many cohort boys, so many of us, so many innumerable jivas. So because that rasa is variety is the mother of enjoyment. So everybody has different rasa. Same Shanta rasa, Dasya rasa, Sakya rasa, Vatsal rasa, mother. But within that, each one has a bringing their own different flavors. Same in Sakya rasa, same in mother. Like Radharani is the left wing gopis, and there are right wing gopis, Chandravali. So that's why the envy is there. It's transcendental, because when Krishna goes to Chandravali's camp, and then Radharani and the other side Gopi, left wing gopis will feel, they'll not, no, we are not going to allow you to enter here today. So this is out of envy, seemingly, jealousy, envy. But actually, this is, Krishna likes that. Krishna more is always in this camp, left wing camp. Not so much, because that he doesn't like so much, every day same thing. Oh, they are praising me. He also likes rebuke. That's why he's Yashodama is rebuking him, so that's why he's listening. He's paying attention. He wants to be rebuked. Everybody is glorifying. I don't want to hear all this. Brahma's, Shiva's praise, I don't want to hear. See, he is hearing so much about Yashodama, what she has to say. Because intensity is so high. Attachment is so high. So in this way, we can understand the transcendental anger. Sometimes Radharani becomes angry. That pastime, how this when they came down, descending into this material world, and the whole abode Golok Vrindavan came with Govardhan, Giriraj Govardhan. So because there's a pastime of what's her name? So another gopi, I'm forgetting the name, not Radharani. So Krishna went there to that gopi. Then he was there for quite some time. So then Krishna is coming. Then already there has been Gopi has been told to Radharani, this is what is happening. Then she told, don't allow, put so God fully. Don't, if he comes, don't allow him. Come in. So then she was inside and everything. Then Krishna sent Subhal. So I think, if I remember correctly, Subhal only. And then Subhal came, and then so he didn't listen to anybody. They put gods, and he went in, barged in, and all. Then there was arguing, and then counter cursing. So that's what happened. That's how Radharani seemingly married. All this is happening because of this curse. 100 lifetime, 100 years you're going to suffer. So both counter cursed. So that's when they came. So after that, then they have to come here. That is also any other past, many reasons why this has happened. So then that's how Radharani is here and seemingly married to Abhimanyu, but there is no physical relation with these gopis having a husband, but no physical relationship with any of them. That because of this curse. So these are all transcendental, because pastimes means there should be rasa. It is the same, we don't want to eat same rice, dal, sabji, same thing. Maybe different flavors. Even if you eat the same rice, dal, sabji, different flavors. Lemon rice, tamarind rice, palau, whatnot, so many. So different flavors. Same way, there also rasa means it's a different kinds of mixed emotions. Sometimes seemingly sulky, angry, funny, witty, you name it. So many different flavors. So that's what Krishna likes. So every day different pastimes are happening. Nauka Vihar in different ways. So all these different pastimes are happening. So all these are described in as per these books. Beautiful pastimes are described. Ananda Vrindavan Champu and Gopal Champu. These are all exalted acharyas. So that's they could write because they are transcendental spiritual beings, Nitya Siddha Bhaktas from the spiritual world. Whenever the Lord appears, they also come here. They write because they know what's going on. They have seen, they are seeing, they have seen and they are seeing every day what's going on. Because they are simultaneously there in the material world, in the spiritual world as well. So they can write all about it, what they are seeing, what they have seen. So that's why we have to understand this. If you think that this is a mythology, this is not as happened. So that's why for those who think this is mythology, I can tell them to come here, I will prove. Srimad Bhagavatam gives in the 12th canto, no other scripture you will find. 12th canto, general history, it is talking in Kali Yuga, who's going to rule in the beginning, who's going to rule in the middle, who's going to rule at the end. Any other scripture can you find and bring it here to see? No one else speaking, only Srimad Bhagavatam. That is why it is Srimad Bhagavatam Pramana Mamalam. This is the topmost. The highest truth no one else can prove. So everything like that. Srimad Bhagavatam establishing supreme absolute with everything proof, evidence. In the Kali Yuga beginning, this was when it was written. This is written before Kali Yuga. So that means you can understand the what is the potency. So it is not a man-made. Somebody has not a human being written. Vyasdev is written. Vyasdev is a literary incarnation. So he is empowered. He is a Shaktavesh avatar. That's why he could write. He knows past, present, future. Lord knows what's going to happen. So that's why he could see in Kali Yuga beginning who's going to rule. So in the middle and in the late, at the end of Kali Yuga, what's going to happen? Only people is going to live only 20 years. At the end, it will be so worse that Kalki has to come before the next Yuga again starts. All these are described. So it cannot be mythology. If it is explained, then no one else explains what is going to happen, what has happened, past, present, future. Everything is given with evidence and why you can't believe it. So it is only ignorance. If one is not taking it, understanding it, then nothing much, there no one can help at that point. So in that way, everything, all these are different flavors in the spiritual world. So in the spiritual, everything is there. All these living entities, whatever you see here, the dogs, the cat, the bird, there it's a transcendental. They're all conscious. They can talk. They can give you anything you want. Here, nothing. They are all conditioned souls, including us. That's why this is material world. That is spiritual world means everything is spiritual. Everything is Chetana, everything has conscious. The river has conscious, the mountain has conscious, the bird has conscious, the peacock has conscious, flute has conscious, everything is conscious. Here is not the case. Because this is material world. Everybody is conditioned soul. There is a conscious being, unconscious being. So there is a chara and achara, moving and non-moving. So yeah, it's a gradual understanding. This subject is not understood suddenly. If you are new, it takes time. As you read and hear in the association of devotees who are following the parampara, the four paramparas, from Brahma, from Shiva, Rudra Sampradaya, Brahma Sampradaya, Sri Sampradaya from Lakshmi Devi, and four Kumaras, Kumar. If you follow these four bona fide Sampradaya, then you can understand this truth properly and things will be revealed to you and you will become realized as well and attain perfection. If you follow anybody else who's not in this parampara, if you ask them who's your guru, maybe one or two guru, they don't know, they have no parampara. Then you can understand. This subject is not an ordinary subject like a doctor, actor, drama. This is not a drama. This cannot be understood by like that. Self-made gurus, you can't understand this knowledge. Because first they have to be realized, they have to see what is happening in the spiritual world. Then only they can, because otherwise they speculate. Everybody is speculating in this world. What is the use of hearing from them and taking their knowledge? No use. This knowledge cannot be understood by searching in Google, internet. It's not going to work. It has to be descending order, the knowledge has to be received. So then one can understand this knowledge. That is a transcendental. It is not a material knowledge. It is not for information. This is for transformation. This is for transforming the heart. This knowledge, Krishna is speaking in Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna only because of this. Arjuna can understand because he is in a proper conduct. Proper behavior is there. He is accepting Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead. He can understand it. If you follow his example, at least theoretically one has to understand, then gradually if you hear, you accept the statement and it makes sense, logical sense. If you look at this world, how things working and what Lord is saying, everything makes very clear sense. There is no confusion. If you read in the parampara, you hear in the parampara. Otherwise, it brings so much confusions. It doesn't make much. We can't be convinced of all these other philosophies and dogma. So no scientific process. Is that clear, Mataji? Anyone else? Any other questions? Hare Krishna. All of you appeared suddenly. It's like okay. That will stop and